So I'm making this video on my lunch break. I'm just wrapping up and I decided to come make this quick video. So my mom told me, get on YouTube and share your paranormal experience, you know, to get feedback from others, to see what it was. I don't know, but my mother came to visit me from South Carolina to Atlanta, where I stay. And she stayed for a week, and then she told me she had to go back to South Carolina over the weekend. So I'm like, oh, I have plans for us. And she was like, no, I have to get back from my job. I was like, okay. So we squeezed in all of our plans early Saturday. Then we hopped on the road. It was late. We hopped on there probably like around 7 or 8. Probably 7, I think. So it takes about, traffic was bad, so it took about 4 hours. Let me see, 7, 8, yeah, 4 hours. Hopped on at 7. So she likes to take the back way, but I told her, no, Mom. Excuse me, the back way is gonna take too long. I want to hurry up and get there. I don't want to be on the road for too long. Let's take the highway. She was like, I don't want to take the highway the whole way. So I said, let's take the highway. Then once we get in South Carolina, we can take an exit and go the back way. And she was like, okay. So we made several stops on the way. We stopped at thrift stores because we love thrifting. And stopped and got us some Arby's. And finally we got to the exit in South Carolina. So we're driving. And before, we like to do little karaoke road trips where we would sing our little songs and make little dance moves. But when we got closer to where we was going, we wasn't singing. No, we was just chilling, and the music was down a little bit, and we was just talking. So since it was quiet, I was paying attention to everything that we was going past because it was dark. And normally I'm the one driving, but this time she was actually driving. So I was looking. I was like, oh, they done close that club down. We used to go there when I was younger, you know, chit-chatting. And so, we was approaching this church. And my mom wasn't driving that fast because there's a whole bunch of deers in South Carolina on the back road. So she was going maybe like 40 because there's like no lights hardly on the highway. So we passed all the houses, we passed the club, and it was like this little stretch of road that was nothing but fields. And there was a church. So I was like, oh, we finally got up on something because it was like no houses or nothing. So it was a church. So it was dimmed, very dim. It wasn't bright lights. It was just dim lights. So she's driving and I'm looking. And so I see this lady. I see this white lady. She has on a navy tank top, some jeans. She has short brown hair. And she was just walking through the graveyard. It was no houses or nothing for a couple miles, and she was just walking, and I'm just looking as we were riding. So I'm looking like this. I'm like, where is she walking to? Why is she walking in this dark graveyard at like 11:30 at night? Like, where is she walking to? So my mom was like, what's wrong with you? What you looking at? You saw a deer? Because I guess I was like a deer in the headlights. And I'm like, Ma, it's a lady and she's walking in the graveyard. And Mom was like, what? Do you know what time it is? Why would somebody be walking in the graveyard and it's like dark over there? So I was like, Ma, turn around. So my mom whipped the car real quick and turned around. So this time it was on her side. So we're looking, and how the church is, it's like wide open. So it was no hiding spots, nothing. Well, the graveyard, because the church and it was like a graveyard. There's no hiding spots. So we instantly turned around because it's like there was no traffic. So we instantly turned around and we went and we looking. My mom's looking, and we literally stopped and we're looking, and we're like, where did the girl go? Where did the lady go? She was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. So this time we go in the opposite way. So we turned around again to go back to where we was going, so we could see the other side of the graveyard, and it's literally nobody. And so I'm like, what? So at first I'm thinking, okay, maybe the girl ran off somewhere. Then my mom was like, well, if she ran off somewhere, we would see her. Because I think it was a fence behind the church. It was a church, the graveyard, and it was like a fence behind it. So she couldn't jump the fence. Why would someone jump the fence? It's no houses, so you could see somebody walking on the road. And we looked, and she just was not there. And so mom was like, I think you saw a ghost. I was like, no, I didn't see no ghost, because she was human. She was like me walking, and she was like, well, you don't know, sometimes, you know, spirits show themselves in human form. And I was like, well, why would she have on a tank top and jeans? And so then mom was like, maybe that's what she was killed in, or you don't know. And I'm just thinking, like, no, I ain't seen no ghosts. So my question is, like, for all the paranormal people who has experienced it or is a fan of it, do ghosts really look like human forms? And or do y'all think it was actually a person walking through the graveyard that late? Or I just don't know what to make of it. But for some reason it just caught my eye, because normally, you know, my head will be in my phone. I'm always on my phone. My head will be in my phone. But this time I'm just looking around, and she just caught my eye. And it was just so weird, you know, because normally when we ride past a group of people or a person, I'm just like, glance and look. But something about her just drawed me in. I'm looking like, where is she going? But yeah, that's my experience. So, did I see a ghost? Or what? But yeah, thank you for watching. And please comment below and let me know, because it's still puzzling to me. But yeah, bye y'all.